ending this! This is the end.
Alright everyone, JP here. We're back with another Dragon Ball Z video on the channel today. Now today, really quick, I'm going to go over pretty much where you can get these Dragon Ball Daima medals for this month's campaign. So still a little bit of time, a couple weeks for you to still grind these out, plenty of time. And when you grind all of them, I think it's 500 that you need. You're going to be able to get 1,000 crystals. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in the last what was that, the crystal guide? So yeah, you go right here, the max amount that you need at the very least is 400 to get those 1,000, and then 500 to get that additional Z power. Now that being said though, I am a little late putting this out, which is, I mentioned that before, I'm a little late putting out some of these videos. But if you enjoyed today's video or you're new around here, consider leaving a like on the video and join the channel. It is very much appreciated. So first things first, we'll look at is the raid. This is pretty simple. You got about 5 days left on this, a little under a week. Now this one is probably going to be your number 2 option, I would say, for the most efficient way to grind these, simply because you're getting them off the limited time rewards that sits already because you do them 3 times a day. But you're also going to be getting these from regular drops, but it's not a guaranteed drop. And currently right now there isn't any bonus characters for those drops as well, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is, right? So unless you're playing PvP a lot, PvE a lot, and you're playing all these different events on the side and you don't really touch PvP, I would say this is your number 1 option, because it's not a guaranteed drop whenever it comes down to you just playing the raid. But if you're grinding enough, you're going to be getting some good amounts from it. Another way is PvP. Now PvP, it is, like I said, it's kind of similar to with the raid. You're gonna get yourself 1 limited time reward when it comes down to the dailies. So there's only 2 medals right there, but you're getting a guaranteed medal every single time that you're winning. So this is basically your number 1 option, especially if you're playing PvP a lot, because PvE doesn't really have a whole bunch to grind, except for probably the raid. Maybe you're doing the Zenkai Rush battles and all that too as well. So this is really your number 1 option. The season just reset, but it seems like it's a little bit more of a shorter season, only about a week and a half, going away on the 1st. So make sure you guys are at least playing it a couple times a day, get you a couple wins. But besides that, we do also have the login bonus. Now I can't actually show you because they don't have it popped up in the news or anything, but from the login bonus, if you log in, you just make sure you're logged in every day. From the special one, it is over 30 medals you can get from it. So just make sure you guys are grinding, just log in, simple stuff. There's also this other event, this Super Gold Rush. This one is just, I think it's guaranteed you get 1 every day. I could be wrong, right? But just make sure you do it once a day. It's a daily thing. If you're getting 1 every day, then I'm right. You're getting 1 every day, but I did get 1 for today. So that's about 5 more right there. And then you also have co-op. Now co-op, it isn't for this co-op because this one was a part of the Cell Saga campaign. So this is, once this resets, it's going to be, Dragon Ball Daima related content. And then they're going to have the limited time rewards, which is similar to, I would say, the raid. So you do it this time, you only do it once, but you get 3 times the reward. So it's going to be probably 9 medals you get from this from the limited time, and then there's going to be regular drops as well. But your number 2 option, your best options are going to be the raid and PvP. And once the raid goes away, it's going to be PvP and co-op, I would say. But not a lot of people play co-op, so that's why I say, PvP is probably going to be your number 1 option. So just, keep that in mind. Make sure you guys are just playing pretty actively, every day or every other day. And you should be able to easily get to 400 medals. That's what you need, I believe. Yeah, so 400 medals, that should be what you need for it. Pretty simple stuff. I am going to be dropping a crystal guide a little later for you guys as well, so make sure you guys are looking out for that video. And I do apologize, if I sound a little sick. Your boy's been just a slight sore throat, but yeah, so that's what you need right here. 400, then you need 500 to get the Z power. So pretty simple stuff. Nothing too crazy this video, just a little short quick video for you guys. But with that being said, I hope everyone have a blessed day. It's your boy JB. I'm out.